Hey true believers, and welcome to another review. If you can hear, you may hear that there is fireworks going off in the background, so bear with me. The web is, it's my third floor, so you may hear those. Anyways, so today I thought I'd do another review. I hadn't intended to review this thing. It's just, well, let me show you what it is first, right? So today, we're going to be looking at, this guy. Like I said, I didn't intend on reviewing this. My girlfriend and I just happened to see it in Walmart. I thought it was really cool. And she bought it as an early birthday present for me. So I thought, well, cool. I can review that. I can take a look at it for the channel. So kind of two birds with one stone kind of thing. I don't know too much about this thing other than it's made by Diamond Select and that it is a limited edition or like a limited run. This guy is number 712 out of 3,200. So I'm not quite sure how they really handled the distribution on this, because it is a Walmart exclusive. And our Walmart only had this one left. So we were kind of like, well, if we don't get it, we're definitely not going to see it again. We went to another Walmart a few days later. I saw like 4 of them. So I don't know how well these are like selling or not. Also, you can hear my dog. So anyways, yeah, I don't know kind of at the rate at which these are selling. It was only like 60 bucks, so it's not super expensive. I'm not expecting anything kind of like crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I grew up on the 90s series. So for me, that is my Spider-Man. That was more or less my introduction to the character. That's kind of what I base a lot of my knowledge off of, at least kind of initially, or like that's my favorite characterization of the character. And yeah, I saw it and I was super excited. I'd never seen anything kind of like that. You don't see too much merch around the 90s series other than the I think it's Hasbro, I think does the like sort of retro wave stuff. But yeah, I saw this. That'd be really cool. I'll stop rambling so we can kind of take a look at it and see, I don't know, is it worth it? Head sculpt looks a little wonky kind of on the front, but sometimes, art doesn't always do the piece justice. So yeah. So if we take a look at the side, also it's kind of busted down here, but I think it'll be all right. And you can hear my dog because, again, fireworks. Sorry. Okay. So let's take a look at it. So on the side here, you've got Spidey, got the branding. And then on the back, you get like a full look at it. Just mentions, the animated series, Peter Parker Spider-Man, and then it just talks about it's a resin bust. If you're a statue person, that might matter to you. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm not a statue collector. This is the first statue I've ever owned. Typically, I've avoided owning them. I just don't care, I guess, about them typically. So, but here you kind of have what does it say here? It's exclusive resin bust of Spider-Man is based on his appearance in Spider-Man the Animated Series, and features detailed sculpting and cartoon accurate paint application. It is limited only 3,200 pieces, like we were saying before, and it includes a number certificate of authenticity designed by Barry Bradfield. Thank you, Barry. And it is sculpted by Paul Harding. And then you have the little Diamond Select logo down here. That's the only reason I knew who it was from. So I'll open this guy up and then we'll take a look at him. All right. Here. Top here. Miracle I can do it with gloves. on top is our little certificate here, which is cool. Put that on my wall, I suppose. Or maybe down in the trophy case, who knows. Set that aside. There looks to be a little lip here to help pull them out. There we are. Set that aside. So you got some tape, but I think it's peeled up a little bit here. Nope. Right back. There we are. All right. Ooh, that crushed. Alright. It's just a little guy, which would explain the cost. Dangerous game I'm playing. Gently get him out of here. And there we have him. This is how big he is. Very little for a very massive box. I thought he'd be a little bit bigger. But that's alright. Makes him easier to put around. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Spider logo is a little weird, but I guess that's probably right. Huh. Alright, I'll bring you guys in a little closer. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Oh, so tight. Alright, so here he is close up. See, he's got the little web coming out here. If you turn, see, kind of three-dimensional. There is some white here, which I don't think is supposed to be here. Oh, it's just some powder. But it's interesting because this is like where it looks like it's conjoined. So if you like look here, you can kind of see that's like where it was separated at one point. So it doesn't look like it's one entirely sculpted piece, I guess. It's not as noticeable though on this side. Sorry, I don't have a turntable for you guys. But yeah, all the comic shading is, well, animation shading is there. It's really dark up here, which is kind of an interesting choice. The base is kind of interesting. It's a curious sort of choice. Not bad though. And we can look up close. I really like the muscle shading though that they got on there. And like that under the pecs is not the lighting in my room, that's painted on. His hair even has some different shades rolling through, as you can see, which is nice. Yeah, I think he definitely looks better in person than he does on the box. That's 100% for sure. Certain angles look a little weird. Like if you were to look straight on, that just looks a little wonky with the cheek shading. Or like the lines of the cheek just look a little weird.
Like he looks best viewed at about that angle. But the straight on looks just a little weird depending on like the lighting. So that's interesting. The eyes are a little too green. He has more of hazel eyes as I recall in the show. They're at least not that bright of like they're not that vibrant of a green. But hairstyle's on point. Like I said, the face shading is just a little, well, the face lines. The face lines is just a little weird for me. But overall, it's not bad for what you pay, which is about like $60. It's not bad. It looks like this is maybe supposed to be one of the bridges, judging by the framework there. So I think maybe that's what this is supposed to be. But yeah, that's not. I mean, it's not too shabby. Aside from whatever the crap went on here with for mine. It's not too bad though. Ooh. And oh yeah, well here's the manufacturing info there. Okay. Alright.
And there you have it, guys. Really? So there you have it. That's the Diamond Select animated series Spider-Man bust, exclusive to Walmart. Like I said, for what you pay, it's like $50 to $60. It's not bad. Again, I don't really collect statues or maquettes or anything like that, so I'm not maybe the greatest judge for, is it worth that much or is it not? All I know is that you don't see the animated series represented much outside of action figures, from my understanding, anyways. So it's cool. It's just like a nice little guy you could set on your desk. It's not super big, so it's not it's not one of those things where you have to clear out a ton of space or anything like that for it, which is nice. It's got a decent sculpt, decent paint job on it. Yeah, I mean, if you like the animated series and you got a few bucks and you just want something, I would wager this isn't bad. This isn't bad if you can pick it up for that $50 to $60 price. I think any more than that, and that's probably a bit overkill in my opinion. But it is, it's a nice little piece. It's gonna look good in the glass case down here. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for you guys. Like I said, my girlfriend gifted this guy to me for my birthday, and I just thought, hey, I might as well, unbox it for you guys and show it off. Like I said, I don't really keep up with maquettes or statues or anything like that, so I'm not sure, how desirable this piece is. I would assume that there's not a huge demand for it. There's better pieces out there, that's for sure. Just for Spider-Man in general, I'm sure with even in that $50 to $60 window. But like I said, I feel like you don't see the 90s Spider-Man show really represented outside of action figures much. So it's just a neat little like piece to have that you don't, like I said, have to relegate a lot of space for. It's got a cool pose. My only gripe is having interchangeable heads or having him masked would have been my preference. But you get what you get. So that for you might be a turnoff. Like I said, from certain angles, the paintwork on the face does look a little weird, but I guess that's probably to be expected when you're adapting, 2D to 3D in this manner. But $50, $60, if you have the scrap, it's not bad. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for checking this out. I hope, it might have answered some of your burning questions, or you got something out of this. Whether you were maybe considering picking this guy up or not. Hopefully this maybe helps you with that decision. Yeah, it's getting hot in the old Spidey clone hunter suit, so I would jump out of this, and I'll see you guys in the next review or next, video that I put out. Take it easy. How the fuck? I still gotta figure out an exit. See you, true believers.